It's this time of the year again. The NEAF, the Astronomy and Space Expo, is taking place in New York. And ZWO came out today with two announcements. And I think we should talk about it. This is View into Space. I'm Sascha from Switzerland, so grüezi miteinander, and thanks for watching my channel. So before we start, yes, I'm missing a tooth. A part of a crown broke off. My dentist has to fix that again, but I felt I cannot hide now until this is done. So there were two announcements in the last days from ZWO, all a little bit mysterious. They will be resolved within the next days, but I felt there's enough already there that we can discuss it. So the first one was this year, and I think that's the one people are speaking most about. They're not really telling what it is. They say it's a new product family. They say it's a game changer that will completely change the way we do astrophotography until now. So quite hyped, quite spectacular. And then there's the other one, which came out today. Less hyped, less game change, and it's also more clear. A little brother from the AM5 comes, and they say it's cheaper. So what should we make out of these two announcements? The interesting part is that for me, it's exactly the opposite. This year, this is the game changer. Why? Because this will eradicate German-style equatorial mounts forever. Because I think we can all agree that harmonic drive mounts are in many ways better than the German equatorial style mounts. They don't need a counterweight, they're smaller, they're more precise. So what ZWO made now very clear, so they had the AM5 with a middleweight class. Now they come with the AM 4, which will be a budget style entry level for lighter weights. And I would bet in a very short time they will come with an AM6 or whatever, which will be for heavy telescopes. And with that and with the pricing they have, there is no case anymore for going to a Skywatcher or whatever to a German equatorial style mount. This is about the same place we are right now as we were before the introduction of smartphones. And yes, in my last video, I was actually telling you about my Avalon M0 mount and how cool it is, and it really is. But the point is, and I absolutely understand that, that is a higher priced mount which not everybody can afford or is willing to pay for. And in the same way that they are better cameras than the ZWO's ASI, the ZWO cameras are the ones which are bought the most, because they are the most affordable and have a very good price value. And for someone who enters now this hobby, it is really attractive. You have a ZWO mount, you have the camera, the filter wheel, the focuser, and the ASI Air. You might be locked in this ecosystem, but you have everything from one provider, and it looks nice, and it is decently priced. So the quasi-monopoly position ZWO was in already now will be just bigger. And if you would ask me, what about the other harmonic drive producers like Pegasus Astro, for example, who just also wants to start with it, I would say they're too late in the game. They might sell here and there something, but in principle, this race is over. And as always, very happy to hear from you in the comments below if you agree or not. But now let's talk about the game changer from a ZWO perspective, this strange cam. And while we can only guess, my guess, and I'm 99% sure, and I also haven't heard anything else, that it's a camera with an integrated guide sensor. Now, first of all, how innovative, how new is this idea? It actually isn't innovative at all. Here, SBIG. They did that already. Now, was it a hit? Do we all have these kind of cameras today? No, we don't. And there are very good reasons for that. And I would be surprised if ZWO can mitigate them. Reason number one why this is a rather bad idea is because the guiding has to happen through the filter. And it might work well with a light pollution filter, but as soon as you come into the narrow band area, the stars get dimmer and dimmer. So you have to expose longer. Second issue, this is in principle a kind of off-axis guiding. But in an off-axis guiding scenario, I can choose which part of the picture I take for guiding. And here, with this camera, I'm on a fixed angle. And if there are no stars in this area, I'm simply out of luck. And then there's the third point, and that's the price. Guiding equipment is nothing expensive. Be it the off-axis guiding equipment, or be it a guide scope plus a $200 cam, you are by $300-400 maximum, and you have your guide equipment. And these cameras will be definitely more expensive than the regular one. So money-wise, you don't really save a lot, if at all, and you have the worse guiding than when you go the traditional way. So let's see. The announcement will be in 2 days, I think, but I would be really surprised if this would be something convincing. Now, 2 more points to that. First of all, I don't want to say this is not working out for anybody. For a beginner who just starts, being able to get this cam and having the guiding integrated without having to deal with separate guiding equipment might be a good deal. So in the entry segment, there might be a market for these cams, but I would definitely not call it a game changer. And then the second point I want to make is that yes, ZWO, we want a cam who can do the guiding, but not like this. What we want is a cam where the main sensor can actually expose at the same time in different durations. And these sensors are already available or under development. I'm not exactly sure where we are right now, but this is something that is worked on. And then it's really cool. If I can state that I want for the main exposures to be at 5 minutes, but for the guiding I want to also have sub-exposure frames of 30 seconds or 10 seconds, then it gets really interesting. I still have the issue with the filter, but if I have the full picture of the scope for guiding, then this is still working out. And I think at this point, ZWO or whoever comes up with the first cameras who can do that, they can then call it a real game changer. Also here, very interested to hear your thoughts in the comment below. So let's wait in a few days. We know more. Anyway, I think very interesting topics. And anyway, it's always great when we have innovation, creative ideas, and bring the equipment also with us to the next level. If you always want this cutting edge information right when they appear somewhere, please have a look at my Patreon channel, link is below. I always post something like this as soon as I see it there. And there's a lot of other benefits. See you next time, and clear skies.